guy sitting in a dark room that smells like bad cucumbers.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Inconceivable!
Now featuring 11 listeners.
This is the Unique Geek.
You slimy scumbag, get on your face and give me 25.
This is the Unique Geek.
And welcome to another edition of 50 Days of Dragon Con, the podcast that is, as we record this, 4 days out, 3 days out, 4 days out. 4, right? 3.
Three. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 3.
3. Sure. Anyway, it's the Monday. It's the Monday, the week of con, is basically what I'm trying to say.
There you go.
These are the things I'm trying to say. And so that means that everyone is still really chill and, not panicking at all. I'm sure all of the schedules have been done for like 3 weeks now. And nothing's changing at all. Everything is just beautiful. And yeah.
Do you want to introduce me? Yeah, I was about to say, hi, I'm Lee. And yeah, everybody's fine. Really, seriously, absolutely fine. Do you know what I spent an hour and a half today doing? I have never really gone into getting autographs, but this year there are 3 people I want an autograph from. And
you've already got mine, Lee. I already told you.
Oh, honey, I've already had yours. I know. I have it in a place near my heart. And so
you can forge all the checks.
Exactly right. Yeah, all our checks, all the Unique Geek checks, John.
Yep,
but
all that money.
I spent an hour today trying to figure out, all right, so if I do this person on Friday, I probably can do these 2 on Saturday, because this one, it looks like is leaving late or kind of mid-afternoon Sunday, but this one, it was driving me crazy. But I figured it out. I got the tickets I needed to get for the one person, and I'm just going up to the booth, but I'm ecstatic. So that's good. That is set up. I'm finding my clothes because I have them. I'm wearing a Dragon Con shirt now, so I'll just probably wash this, maybe wear it every day. No, never know, folks. I'm not a track director. And it's so funny. I'm not a track director. Why am I feeling like it's crunch time? But I do. And I think everybody who goes to Dragon Con feels like it's crunch time, right? But who especially feels that way are directors and seconds. And we have 2 here. We have Cisca and Mera. Cisca is the director. Mera is her second for fantasy literature. You guys are ready, right? Absolutely.
No, I'm not her second. I only run the page-to-stage costume contest and volunteer insane amounts of hours on panels. That's it.
Oops.
That's okay.
Mera, that's called a second.
Her second is David, and I would never try to fill those.
Does that mean you get to be my sidekick?
I am not a sidekick. I am just a supporting character.
You're kind of like Wonder Woman. She comes in, saves Batman and Superman's butt, and then goes away before she has to do any of the cleanup because those 2 doofuses made it all, right?
Actually really good with that analogy.
Awesome. And I'm sorry, Cisca is pointing her tongue at me. But okay, so
oh no, we're just not being mature with each other. That's all. Yeah. It's normal.
Oh, good. Great. Cisca, what the heck is Fantasy Lit? We've talked to Sci-Fi Lit, and we've talked to
Fantasy Lit is
historic,
a wonderful place where we get to ditch math and logic. No, we still use some logic. The best enduring magic systems have logic to them. I just like to watch everybody flinch when I say that. So fantasy literature is where we talk about the books, and some of these books, they're not always the ones that get made into the TV shows and the movies. They're the ones that exist really kind of in a pure form. But we do cover audiobooks as well.
Oh, okay.
So we have actually a couple panels with focusing on audiobooks this year. including on Friday, we have one with like Jeff Hayes from Soundwave Theater and some indie authors. We have a couple authors who narrated their own audiobooks because they are
very
just
cool.
so talented. And then it is the dominant home for lit RPG as well. So you'll find RPG panels throughout the convention. A post-apocalyptic, sci-fi, and of course in Writer's Track because it is a unique way of writing. But this is the home for that as well. So as well as we have a ton of stuff. We kind of go across the gamut. I love it because I get to do everything. I joke that everything is fantasy. It's just I share it really well.
Well, it's fantasy depending on if you've taken your meds or not.
My thing is it's really the mechanics. When people are like, "Well, how?" and I'm like, "Well, what are the mechanics of the universe?" That's why Pern is not fantasy; it's science fiction because she uses genetic engineering, and so that's
I know.
Anderson is always fantasy because those books are really thick, and it's fantasy to ship them at a decent price.
Okay.
That's putting him up.
I was actually going to say the reason those authors did their own audiobooks is because their publishers were like, dude, you can do it yourself, or, Jenny and legal can do it, but the money has been spent.
We have Podium who comes. They produce amazing sound, and Podium, one second.
Oh, it's fine. We like dogs.
Podium is out
too, but Podium is amazing.
Sorry, I was going to give her a minute to handle the pup. Yeah, Podium is actually an amazing company that has done some really phenomenal panels on the track, and they've helped us out with Page to Stage the last couple of years too. So Podium's got a special place in our hearts. They've got some really great content happening this year on Cisca's track too.
So. Awesome. And you are fantasy lit. Where are you located?
I am
the sprawling hotels.
I am located in the Hyatt on the embassy level. So embassy is lit, literally. Mm-hmm. Do not light any embassies on fire, but embassy is lit. So, sorry, my bad humor came out.
Down
the easiest way to find it is when you go and you're standing in the Hyatt lobby, look at where the gift shop is, and then follow that hallway down. And then go down 2 floors. So if you're still on the escalators, you've gone too far. No, I'm kidding. Right. It's 2 escalators down from when you take the turn at the gift shop. You go around, you take the escalators down, or you get on the elevator and take 2 floors down.
And here's the great thing about that. That is a nice, kind of, not when you two are probably in the room together, but it is a nice, quiet place to be. So people, it's also not usually as crowded around there. It's nice because most book nerds and geeks don't really like the huge crowds. So I joke that, if you're there, even if you didn't think you were there because you meant to be there. That's right. There you go. So now, Mera, we're going to start on you, but I do want to remind everybody, if you've got your Dragon Con app up, it is the most recent as of they did the day before this morning. Right. Today. Whatever time you're looking at it, it's the most recent since then.
I'm going to try laughing because you're talking about how nothing's changing on tracks or anything else. And I'm like, it's Dragon Con. It's not final.
It is.
Show's over.
Nah.
Did I tell you what I did to one of the Dragon Award nominees?
Uh-oh.
It's his first time coming to a Dragon Con, and you have to understand there's a certain dynamic. I was enlisted Army. He just retired as an officer. Right. So Shane Grease goes, I have my final Dragon Con schedule, and I went, you're so cute when you're wrong.
You're so adorable.
And now he's very nervous about what happens next.
Right. Well, the only reason I wanted to bring that up is because the app is correct as you look at it. However, that doesn't mean changes have been made in the past or will not be made in the future.
Or 30 minutes ago.
Stuff happens all the time. Or, in a time warp 4 years past. So
we always say that what your final Dragon Con schedule is about 2 weeks after con.
Yeah, because you're finally waking up. Okay, so Mera, what's going on? Like, what are the big things that happen at fantasy literature?
So in fantasy literature, we have some pretty big anchor events every single day. So we want to give you the most epic content in any event, and our track is where it's at. So on
Woohoo!
Thursday, you're going to come hang out with us while we dress them up and at the Page to Stage costume contest. So all of our wonderful authors that you're going to come see on all of our panels. A lot of them will be in the audience. Their characters will be on the stage. You'll see how they've been dressed. And then on Friday, well, we throw them a party. That's the Fantasy Gather. So you get to come meet the authors in person. There are books there for you to buy. You can even get them signed. And then on Saturday, we take them on a date. That's right. The dating game's back again this year, 10 p.m. on Saturday. I believe that's still in the ballroom, their international
Dating
ballroom.
game? Yes.
South?
Maybe. That sounds right. But I
Yep.
do want to say something about, you heard that 10 p.m. That means
Yes.
that's an adult panel.
It is
That's
an adult panel. If you come in there
So
and
be
you're under
careful.
18, you better have a parent or guardian with you if you're under 18, and don't be surprised if you're asked to leave.
Yes.
But it is an adult panel, and so that particular panel is a lot of fun. We always enjoy taking our authors' characters out on kind of a matchup, old-fashioned dating game style. I say old-fashioned; it's a 1970s game, and some
That
of us
was
were
the previous century, as my spawn has informed me.
It's all good. It's a classic. We all love it. This year, it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got some great panelists, and no, there's never any changes at DragonCon.
No,
So
not at all.
after we get done with the dating game on Saturday night, we're going to move forward to Sunday. Sunday, of course, by then you've seen them dressed up. We've thrown them a party. You've gotten to meet them. We've taken them on a date. So what's left to do? Well, it's another 10 p.m. panel, and we make them boink. Boinking Beasties is back again this year. It is definitely an adult panel. Don't be attending thinking that it's going to be anything less R-rated than Adult Swim after 3 a.m.
And also
And
be careful drinking during it, because they'll say things and it goes up your nose, and I'll
I
tell
mean,
you,
my
soda,
world has
soda
become-
stings.
My world became much more colorful once we developed Boinking Beasties. And the spicy side of TikTok has not freaked me out at all because of it.
I don't
I'm
even
just
wanna
going
know
to tell you right now, there's some amazing content in there, and Tamsin always keeps it rolling.
We do have something to add. I forgot to tell you. We have the charity auction.
Oh, good. When's your
Hold on,
charity auction? Oh, no,
Wait.
yeah, do Monday.
Let me not interrupt her flow. No, that's in Hanover. Boinking Beasties is in Hanover this year.
Correct. And then on Monday, of course, we've given you content all weekend. We've dressed them up. We've thrown them a party. We've taken them out. We've made them boink. So, of course, we need the morning after. And that's Monday morning. Come join us in Fantasy Lit to decompress.
It's 2:00 when people actually
2 o'clock,
wake
you
up.
moved it.
It's at 2:30 in the Hyatt Embassy.
They told me I
C&D.
couldn't wrap up at 10 a.m. They told me
No,
Nobody
you're not allowed.
changes anything in con after the app publishes my foot. So it's actually the afternoon after, but it's called the morning after.
Well, that's when they're waking up. So morning is whenever you wake up
Exactly.
and usually put on a pair of clean underwear.
That's
So
fair.
go
So
It's DragonCon. We're gonna hope they got clean underwear, deodorant, showers, and all that fun stuff. You guys know the rules: 6 hours of sleep, 1 shower a day, 3 meals a day minimum.
At least 2 meals that are real meals that have like a veggie or a fruit.
Okay, so that's for the
Included.
non-diabetic crowd.
Roll-ups have a fruit in them, right?
No.
Oh,
if you get the organic ones,
No.
no, those,
No.
why would I do that?
so on Sunday, actually, we also have a new one. We have a lit RPG party, and in there, 7 in the International Ballroom, and in there, we are going to be doing a charity auction as well.
Okay. And what do you Do you have any idea of what you're auctioning off yet?
We are auctioning off signed copies. We are auctioning off Tuckerizations. So if you are new to literature and you haven't heard what a Tuckerization is, that is the chance.
Sounds painful.
No, it's because there was a guy named Tucker that everybody liked to kill.
Yeah.
And so you spend money and then you work with the author. The person who gets it will work with the author to develop a character that's them, and they put it in the book. And quite often they sometimes survive, but a lot of times they're like a one-shot kill.
Nope,
David
they're always
Weber was known for killing off any Tuckerization.
Now,
I think
I will
always
say, no, go, Mara, you first.
Oh, I was just saying, I think they're always red shirts. I don't think many people survive Tuckerization. But there is something else on Sunday when you get done at the charity auction. The pun panel is back, but instead of being in the morning on Sunday, we're in the evening this year. So we can't quite go completely rated R, but we can definitely go PG-13.
Yes,
It's
that's
going to
an
be a
8:30.
challenge. You still got to follow the rules, please.
And I do want to say that the ultimate raid party extravaganza, which is the Lit RPG, is at 7:30 to 9:30. So you can take your kids to that. If
you
they want to
take
watch,
your kids to
but
that one. Well,
that's
it's going to be
between you and everything else. Yeah.
Yeah, they have there's going to be a like a mini scavenger hunt.
Ooh.
So, but for those who come, it is first come first served, and when you're done with the scavenger hunt, you don't get your prize bag until you leave.
Oh,
I know. Well, we have to make room for more people, and
Well,
there's
that's
about
true.
500 prize bags.
Right. 500? Way to go. Awesome. Whoever donated and or found stuff for those. That's
And or
awesome.
put stuff in those things.
Or put stuff on field all
You
500.
would be
Oh, my
amazed what people
Lord.
will do for the love of Dragon Con and the love of literature.
Oh,
I
yeah,
will
no
tell-
kidding. I'm getting messages right now about things people are doing for the love of literature.
Oh my goodness. That should be our new slogan, for the love of literature.
Actually, I am always amazed at what people will do for stickers and or those little flags. I have a whole roll, 500 Axolot sticklers. I think they're all pink, but they're very cute. Very kind of that, what is it? When they're really cute little anime figures, whatever. But yeah, they're that. So if you see
that's what they are. They're called chibi.
chibi.
Yeah.
So they're very
Chibi.
cute. And if you want them, just come up to me. And if there are like 4 people in your party, you can have 20. I'm giving them away. Woohoo!
I'm going to come find you because those sound fun.
Yeah,
They are.
fun.
They're very
So-
cute, actually.
So we were joking about this before. On Saturday, we
Uh-oh.
have there's
No.
lit RPG content every day, as well as having lit RPG authors on a variety of our panels because they are capable of talking about more than just game mechanics.
And just so everybody knows, the official home of Lit RPG is now the fantasy literature track.
Yeah,
There we go.
Okay, hold on real quick because I'm not quite sure if I'm following. What is Lit RPG?
Okay, so lit RPG is you little virgin.
He hasn't been in a couple of years, sweetheart.
So
It's
lit
just-
RPG is kind of like when Margaret Weiss, as I make up new names, wrote.
I'm going to give you an easier example. You've read
I've
the
been
Dritz.
working on Dragon Con stuff since 6 a.m.
Okay, you've read the Dritz Chronicles.
Yeah.
D&D?
No.
John, no,
Okay.
he doesn't read. Try
Okay.
Okay. So
All right. So if you were to take any of the AD&D books that are novels and put the character sheets in and the mechanics on how the characters are doing the things they're doing in the books, that is Lit RPG.
yeah. Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds was a good example of lit RPG in a movie form. And
Ready Player One,
Ready Player One.
somewhat. Yep.
Mhm.
So
Okay, I got it.
the community
We
claims
got it
both
now.
these movies, so
All right, I got it now. Cool.
And
so
now,
we're having one. I made James Hunter lit RPG Brony Extreme.
I love James. He's awesome.
And he's doing one on Friday called All the Subs of Lit RPG. Because
Oh,
I
what
don't
time
want to know what that
is it?
means. Yeah,
Is
what
it like
time is that?
10 o'clock
it's
or
the
something?
subgenres of Lit RPG because I love putting James in awkward situations.
But
And that means
what time?
subgenres. And Yeah, it's at 1 p.m. So again, that's
I have a
not an
costuming track
adult-only
thing.
panel. I'm sure you do.
It's a family-friendly panel.
Yep.
So
Even if the name does not imply it.
no, but that's why I put it then, so that because I love tripping people up.
Let me just explain Cisca. And Cisca and I have known each other, what, 10 years? Ish?
Something.
Something in
About
that
the same
range.
amount of time. About the same amount of time Cisca and I have known each other. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So if Cisca can make a pun or make it sound slightly adult or both together, that's how she titles her panels. And that's how she writes up her
you know what?
description.
It's catchy.
To be
and people
fair, it's
always
the whole
remember
reason
it.
why. Yeah. To be fair, it's the whole reason why she and I are best friends. We do
There
the
you
same thing.
There you go. All right. Now you got something new this year though, Cisca. And you got this is really cool. 2 of these things.
Yes, on Saturday at 11, we have scientists who ditch the math for magic.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be awesome because we have Michael J. Allen, who spent his time on subs, and anybody who's on subs got a strong science background. Kim Harrison, Glenn Paris, Rachel Renner, Robert Ross.
No, a third version of subs today. Go on.
Yeah, I know, right? Milton Davis. And that is going to be a ton of fun, and we're going to love it. You guys, I am so excited for this because I literally had guests requesting that I bring back some version of When Science Meets Magic.
Well, I have to break in. You made a comment that everybody on subs knows science. And as former Navy, I feel the need to correct this. Because while they may teach the nuke science as it applies to the nukes, they don't teach them anything else. And, no. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
That was just my 2 cents.
It's good. I don't know how radios work still. I mean, I know there are waves across everything, but don't worry about that.
You don't need to know how radios work to make them work.
No, you don't. That's what's the great
I
thing
don't know
about
how
it.
Bluetooth works.
Most sub guys know water in the people tank is bad, and that's as far as the science goes.
Water in the people think is bad.
Well,
That's
Michael
a
J.
good
Allen
idea.
actually does understand science.
Well, and I like this idea of you doing this because I have been doing kind of a reread of some Harry Potter, and I'm like, none of this makes sense. They don't follow their own rules. And if they're doing this, hopefully, you said it was logic based. I understand that logic might not be real particle physics.
I will tell you, Bain Publishing, which we do have on Sunday, a panel. They're celebrating their 40 years of publishing.
Ironically, you get along with Bane.
Yay, Bane!
But I get along with
They're not a Bane to us.
And but they actually require that all of their fantasy have an explainable, consistent magic system to their magic system and have a consistent and explainable logic. I can
You can talk. You got that. And then you also have something with vets.
I do.
Near and dear to your heart, both of y'all's hearts.
Yeah, we're both veterans. I have a very vet heavy volunteer base. So we have at 10 a.m. on Sunday, we have military vets who write fantasy.
Ooh.
So
that's gonna be really interesting.
We had a Go Army earlier today. So.
Yeah, there was a Go Army. And then there's a Go Navy because we just talked about subs. So, and then
I have a Marine for a volunteer. Somebody had to get up and make the coffee.
Hey, and not Eleanor, sorry. Eleanor's mom, who I am all of a sudden blanking on her name. No, I'm blanking on her name. It doesn't matter. She knows who she is. She was a part of the chair force. She and Jason. And if she's listening, I have no idea why my brain's not working.
Somebody needs to sit in that chair or else it's just going to go cold.
I guess that's why John keeps me around. So there's veterans. I would think that's a very interesting perspective.
It is. There's been a lot of movement for veterans to write. There's a lot of new authors who are coming out who are veterans, in part doing it as therapy and a way to process. And So it's really awesome. And we're seeing people who are telling different stories because they've had different experiences in the previous generation, but also we're seeing a lot of women who are writing it and a lot of diverse characters because we do have more of those people. Like women are the largest growing demographic of veterans, for example. We have a lot more, this is going to sound bad. It's not just a white bread army anymore. And that's for the best.
That's good. You know what?
Yeah, I mean, that's for the best. And so
let's be honest. That's a very good thing. And there's a lot of things historically we are not happy about. And we just got to say, but now it's not. And it should have come earlier. But
you know what? The nice thing is it's come and we're braving forward. And so then we also have a signing event in the Overlook for our heist, hijinks, and crime and punishment panel.
And that's in the Overlook?
The Overlook of the Westin. Thank you.
Okay.
The building I never go into.
It's very difficult to get there from the height.
No. Just so everybody knows, she's the right brain, I'm the left brain. This is how we work.
We really do.
Which part of that brain gets John to the con suite?
I don't know. You?
I don't think Cisca knows where the con suite is, so I think it'll have to be me.
Suite is.
And for volunteers, there are now going to be 2. So congratulations.
But that's not a con suite. That's Volunteer Village. And I don't know where it is. I know where the con suite is, but I don't know where Volunteer Village is.
I didn't know.
And yet unofficial volunteers that do insane things for the con cannot go to it. Oh, well.
You just need to get signed up as a volunteer. Okay, so
I
then
want her to be a director one day. I think she would do fabulous, and then she can, instead of eating popcorn, watching me have my meltdown, she can have her own.
See, there's the difference. I wouldn't have a meltdown, and I wouldn't be eating popcorn. I'd just be going, okay, there's another crisis.
Problem, folks. Work the problem. Figure out how you're going to go for it, and that's it.
She doesn't really have a meltdown. What she does is,
and she says,
Mera, this happened. Okay, so what are we going to do about it? Oh, I don't know. We could do that. Or we could do, we could do that.
Or I go.
Well,
it's called problem solving, not a meltdown.
It is. And I love hearing, this is the new one, and I'm really trying to use it as often as possible. Do you want me to hear you, hug you, or help you? Now, it can be all 3. I want you to hear me first, and then give me big, big hugs, and then help me figure out this problem. But that's a good way to ask.
I'm holding the phone with one hand, so I can't do the heart symbol. I love that.
Yeah, a little heart.
Mera. Yeah. There you go.
You're both on the wrong side.
Nope.
They're on the wrong side.
They did. Okay. We tried.
That's on brand for us. Being on the wrong side is on brand for us.
That's very
Hold
good.
on. Let's try it again. There we go. Maybe.
No.
Other hand.
Other hand, Mera.
No. Other hand, Mera. There
we go. Jim got
okay.
it. It's all together. All right.
Yeah,
so but and so folks.
There we go. Sounds good. Do it now.
Other hand.
Other way.
There we go. Yay! They're not even close, but it'll work. It's fine.
We're still sober. This is just stress and lack of sleep.
This is just stress and lack of sleep. Welcome to Dragon.
Wait until Thursday night. Okay. Wait until Thursday. The other hand, Cisca. Other hand.
There you go. It's close enough. Yay!
We got it.
This isn't fair.
This isn't fair. Okay.
She's dyslexic and I have a visual impairment. We almost pulled it off. It worked.
All right. So now I do want to say this very quickly because we do have a heart out for some people tonight.
No, actually, he didn't go to practice.
Oh, but wait. We got to talk about Paige the Stage.
Paige the Stage.
We have some really neat announcements about that. People really
go for it. Go, Mera.
Okay. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty epic. So we got confirmation on the prizes and we got permission and made it happen. Everybody was like, we never have enough time to finish our costumes before the contest. And like, we always want to go, but we can't because we have to have all our stuff in like a week before. We worked it out. This year, we figured out how to do it. You guys have until noon on Thursday, the day of the contest, to register online for the open division, get me your audio, and get me your MC announcement, and you can be in the show. So if you are done with your costume by 12 o'clock, which you don't want to be getting into costume after 12 o'clock because you got to be there at 5:30. But if you are done with your costume by 12 o'clock and you're like, dude, I'm so ready, I can do this, you can go register this year. You do not have to wait another year. And
actually, I would suggest registering if you're pretty sure it's going to happen, because we have a finite amount of spots. It's not like an unlimited spot.
Yeah.
But they did give us more spots.
They gave us more spots, but not an unlimited amount.
It's not an unlimited amount.
If we're past out time, the overlords will come and roast my feet.
Yes.
And I will also tell you that even though John tried it, there are only 5 host hotels, and there's only that much space. So therefore, you gonna get kicked out if you go over your time. But you got
we're not going to go over time.
Right.
No, we're definitely not going to go over time. But we are, we have more capacity in the open division, and you get a longer time to get your stuff into us this year. Okay. That's number one. Number 2, we have confirmed for the open division, the best in show is 2 badges to DragonCon 2024.
Ooh, 2025.
And the Crystal Trophy. 25. Sorry. 2025.
Congratulations. Oh, by the way.
You're
already here.
You're already there.
You're already here. Sorry. Okay, so it's 2 badges to DragonCon 2025 and the Crystal Trophy. And Cisca, please confirm the prize amount and whether it's cash or dragon.
Why are you doing this to me right now? I don't have
because you have the email.
And how to find an email today.
I'm telling you, it's been that day.
I understand.
And then so the invitational division is actually a championship invitational this year. Okay. So what that means is everybody that's going to be gracing our stage in the championship invitational is a champion. They have already won in an international competition. Woo-hoo! And the characters that they have chosen have been created specifically for this show from a list of authors and works compiled by the selection committee. You guys have a real treat in store for you. We have people who have had costumes on stage for Miss Universe, who have won or placed exceptionally highly in Crown Cosplay Contest of Champions, in Worldcon, and you guys have a huge show coming for you this year. And the invitational division best in show winner will get a 3-night stay in a host hotel next year, meaning they get to evade the host hotel Hunger Games.
Ooh, now that is a good prize. That is a very, very good prize.
They also
Hunger
get the
Games
crystal
may actually ensue in order to get that.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that because there is a theme this year. Now, what's really funny is the theme is actually a very popular costume this year because of one of the movies that released last year. And so we actually have some contestants that did not know what the theme was who chose characters from that movie and book. So, Cisca, are we ready to do the drum roll and reveal? Did you send them the bumper? Did you send them the bumper?
No. So you're just going to have to tell us.
All right. Bum, 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 ba, da, da, the Hunger Games.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Really, that is our theme this year is the Hunger Games.
I guess that would be considered a fantasy book. I guess I was thinking more apocalyptic, but
Page
wow.
to Stage is any and all literature.
Oh, okay.
Any and all literature. And
it's very inclusive. It's all literature, comics, graphic novels, mangas.
And all of the literature tracks have pitched in to help with this contest. We've got volunteers from YA Lit and Diversity and sci-fi lit. In previous years, we've had, plenty of volunteers from alt history, like, post-APOC.
This
I
is
mean,
really, we take point on running it, but I mean, we take point on running it because somebody needed to, and Mera and I work well together. So
we try.
And, I mean, we butt heads sometimes, but and that's always cosmic. But
Yeah.
no, we just took point on it, but it's really anybody and everybody because that's honestly how we like to be at DragonCon anyway. So
Yeah, well, and this is a very inclusive contest. So Page to Stage is an internationally ranked costume competition. And so recognized by Cause International, #3 contest in the world, yada, 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 plug. Anyway, that said, winning is a prestigious thing in and of itself, but it's a great show. Now, we did have some issues last year. We had some problems with runtime. We had some tech issues. All of that's been sorted out this year. It's a championship year, so we wanted to make sure we were putting the best show forward that we could. You guys are not going to have to worry about lags or delays or tech issues or MCs having to fill.
Okay.
Because the
That's a lot of guaranteeing for DragonCon.
I gotta say, hold up. You know what, Mera? You just jinxed for something. I don't know what. All the power going out in all of Atlanta.
Know. That's right up there with my friend going, it's 3 weeks till DragonCon. How much drama could there be?
No. We're going to knock on wood for anything that might even remotely come negatively from any of that. But I will tell you, all of the preparations have been done and put in place to ensure that nothing can run over time this year.
Oh, okay. So that's good then.
This is going to be a fast-moving show with MCs that are hysterical, who will be bringing it in true Hunger Games style. And, there's a little bit of a mashup in there, but you guys going to have to come and see because it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
There you go. Very cool.
And then you add in all these amazing costumes and these amazing performances, like the audios I've been listening to today. Some of them, oh my gosh, the drama. I've had chills just listening to the audios. Or conversely, I have also died laughing on at least 3 of them. To where I should not have been drinking coffee, but I was drinking coffee and I actually spit take all over my computer screens on
I'm
one.
so glad somebody else had that problem today.
It's a fun thing.
Computer screen?
But we have also, Cisca, we're going to tell them, right? You guys are used to the stage safety Deadpool. We got a big thing this year too. Our contestants love to use our stage safety Deadpool in their skits because it's just fun. This year, Evan J. Downey, who's normally our stage safety Deadpool, had to take a year off. So we have a new stage safety Deadpool, and he comes with a partner. He has a Wolverine.
Oh, how cute.
So we've got a stage safety Deadpool and Wolverine for our contestants this year. You guys are going to die laughing. This stuff is going to be great. It's going to be a fun show.
Okay. I'm just waiting to see the nice Deadpool, so I can't wait. Okay. And you just said it, you died laughing because
I did.
Years ago, Cisca introduced me to some fiction. And this is not fan fiction, folks. This is real fiction on Amazon. And I got my Amazon open right now. So
oh, no.
I do. What is the name of that artist? That author who writes these great books?
Chuck Tingle!
Chuck Tingle.
Yep. Hello, Chuck Tingle. So now you're going back to Blinking Beasties.
No, wait a second.
Everybody wants to finish with a bang.
The next 5 minutes, it's gonna be at least PG-13. So if you want to turn us off for 5 minutes or fast forward or whatever.
Okay, you said PG-13, but you got me on this. Ask her. I have a hard time saying PG-13.
Well, this is, I got to tell you, Chuck Tingle. I'm just always amazed when I look at this. This man has a gajillion books. He's on Amazon. He is self-published, I think. And y'all, you need, wow.
I really want him to come to DragonCon.
Dr. Chuck Tingle's Complete Guide to the Void. I don't want to know. I'm not going to look at that book. That
I
would be
mean,
a
it's a void. It's a
bad
void you
idea.
might not want to explore.
That's a bad idea. But this person, the Tingleverse, the official Chuck Tingle role play. Oh no!
No role playing book.
There you go. There you go.
Wait. Okay, so the Chuck Tingle void makes you want to avoid it, but the role playing game is the thing you take.
Oh no, I would avoid both. I'm just saying the Chuck.
I think it was Cisca
Tingleverse.
that.
Cisca was the one who sounded very, very excited about that. There are 4 of these books, Cisca. 4.
I want to see the mechanics.
I don't. I really don't. So
I got to get into the in and out of that book.
okay, there's
Sorry.
one called the Tingleverse Monster Guide, the Tingleverse Living Object Handbook, the Tingleverse The Void Campaign Settings, and then the Tingleverse, the official Chuck Tingle role-playing game. So there are 4 books in this series, folks.
Brandon points out that the role playing game is mostly just rolling Constitution for everything.
That
Okay.
sounds like Dragon Con.
I mean, that makes sense. You need Constitution for some of Chuck Tingle's monsters, especially in the void.
Y'all, if you are an adult, go look at this page on Amazon, and
Lee's life has never been the same since I came on this
it
podcast.
actually, and you know, I didn't think I could be shocked anymore. I have worked for state government, federal government. I have read fan fiction. I was introduced to fan fiction in a very odd way by Chris Owens, who played Spender on X-Files. I'm just saying, all of this, it takes a lot to make me go big eyes in a blink.
But have you
This
ever
has been-
read any of Chuck's books?
No, I get nightmares reading I get chills reading the titles.
My
Not
Chuck sense.
bounded by stress because I took some time for myself, which is perfectly reasonable.
I will say this, Lee. You should.
take time for yourself. That's a good thing, right?
You maybe. Okay, John. What? You're just not saying anything.
Nothing.
You're
I'm
this.
staying out of this
All right.
conversation. Thank
So
you.
that's where
John's
the
like, I
post
don't
comes
know.
from
I don't
now.
want to know.
There should
Oh,
be
he
a Chuck
knows.
Tingle's vegetarian cookbook.
No, thank you.
I know.
No, thank
Chuck
you.
likes
No,
vegetables.
stop. You two grab me at DragonCon sometimes and make me read a paragraph or two, but no, thank you.
No. We're just gonna make you come to Blinking Beasties. Cisca's never tried to put me on that panel, thank God. But
Consent is a thing, and you never have consented.
Well, I also have to
Yes.
say I'm not staying downtown overnight, so you couldn't get me into Blinking Beasties because that's my bedtime.
that's okay.
now-
It's online. You can watch it on the Fantasy Literature Track YouTube. Just Google DragonCon Fantasy Lit YouTube. There's at least 2 or 3 years of Blinking Beasties up there.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I would like the few little parts of my brain that have not been ruined to stay that way. There are not many of them. And
welcome to the corruption verse. You definitely don't want to.
as I actually couldn't get the term Bev. Bev, you know who you are. You used to be the young adult lit. That's her husband, Jason. Now I got your name right, and you were both part of the chair force. How that came up while we were talking about Chuck Tingle, I don't know, and I don't want to know. But okay, so
It's
this
Chuck
is
Tingle. The chair force kind of explains itself. Sorry.
probably so. Cisca is to blame for this in my head, and I will say that to my dying day. But let me just say,
She's to blame for a lot of things.
she is. to
I'm
blame
okay
for a lot
with
of
that,
things.
though.
I know.
I'm
Okay,
pretty
I'm-
sure. I'm
If
pretty
it's-
sure that the response is when people say Cisca, and that is, "Oh God, what did she do now?"
What did she do? Mine is always
If
like,
it
oh no,
isn't-
what happened now? That
If
was
it
always
isn't, then
mine.
you're not doing your job.
There you go. There you go as a track director. All right, now, John. Okay, we
Yeah.
haven't said this yet. Cisca, we know where you're located in the Hyatt. but say that again and say where we can find you on the interwebses.
So we are located in the Hyatt International Tower on the Embassy floor. So if you look at the gift shop, follow the hall down and go down 2 floors.
Right.
Or if you somehow end up in the rat maze, just go to the far corner and go up 1 level. And
That happens too.
So yeah, I mean, people get lost. It's where the blood drive is. So then
Fantasy Lit is not on the same level as the blood drive. It's a level up.
Yeah, the blood drive is all the way at the bottom of the basement of the basement of the Hyatt. Yeah. Okay.
So, and then where you can find us online is we have a Facebook page for both fantasy literature as well as Page to Stage. Page to Stage has a Instagram account that
Instagram?
I sometimes remember to put things on.
I was going to say you're on TikTok more than you're on Instagram. And don't forget
TikTok's videos, and it's easy to do.
Yes, but we're also at dcpagetostage.com. And if you want to register, okay, but if you want to register for the open division, you can check out dcpagestage.com for the rules and all the information, and then go to tinyurl.com/P2S Open 2024 and register.
Throwing
That's
it back
a
about
lot of
25 minutes ago, did we ever announce what the prize pool was for the open division?
I got it right here.
Yeah, we never
it.
did
We
that.
did. We
Yes,
said it
for it,
was.
and then we just kept going.
Well, we said it was a free
So it's-
2 conventions for go.
There was
It's
a cash
2
prize.
badges to Dragon Con next year.
Right.
It is 250 Dragon dollars for the vendors hall.
Ooh,
That's what I
that's
thought.
nice.
Yes. And then best advance is 100 Dragon dollars. Intermediate is
Don't forget, Best in Show also gets that beautiful crystal trophy.
it gets an amazing crystal trophy. I really actually like the best in show trophy.
I've actually
The
seen that
trophies
trophy,
are
and it's very
amazing.
pretty. It's very
Yes.
pretty.
Yes.
Yes.
And then we have advance is $100 Dragon dollars. Intermediate is 50 Dragon dollars. Novice is 50 Dragon dollars. Best construction is 50 Dragon dollars. And we have trophies for these. They're not as
Awesome.
big as the pretty crystal trophies, but we do.
And there's also prizes for best literary interpretation and best performance with trophies, and everybody gets prize bags, and there's all kinds of stuff. Like, oh, by the way, if you are an author and you got swag, you want to send our contestants in those prize bags, get it to us before 3:00 in the afternoon, please, on Thursday at the Fantasy Literature Track Room.
All right, authors, you
So,
heard
like
that.
2 days. By the
So
time
in
they
2
hear this,
days, by the time,
Dude,
yeah,
you'd be amazed at how fast authors can move when they're motivated.
especially about getting more and more people to read their books, which is a good thing, y'all. Unless
Yeah,
usually.
our contestants tend to put pictures of the prize bags outline.
And I can't. I'm looking forward to hearing John Scalzi or listening to whatever I can do with John Scalzi as in officially appropriate way, not the way
I mean,
you
if he's your
think.
type, he's your type.
No, I don't even know what he looks like. I'm just saying that
I mean, it's been
I
great,
love his
like,
books.
D.R. Perry has a character who was selected and this year. Tammy Stovall did last year, and they got to work with the author, with the
Oh, that's so
contestants.
cool.
And it was so cool. It's been such a great experience for them. And actually, they talked about with me also how much it's caused them to grow and how they describe their characters.
Yeah. And it's so interesting to me too, because one of my nibblings is into being cosplay. And I've seen the growth in 2 years, but still very nervous about, she doesn't want to put themselves forward into a contest, but I'm going to get her to watch it on YouTube, and then we'll see what they do.
Well, she doesn't even have to just watch it on YouTube. Tell her to come down, have a seat in the audience, watch how the show goes. You will, once you start watching costume contests in person, you get kind of used to the air and the vibe of each contest. And that's a good way to choose what contest you're going to be involved with, right? So competing is it can be scary. And if you're a first time
Yes.
competitor, the Page to Stage is actually a really good place to start because we do have a novice division in the open division, and all of the cosplayers that are involved as volunteers running the convention are also mentors with ICG and Cause International. We help take people under our wings and learn how to do these contests and get into
Very
the
cool.
contest scene.
Oh.
We love to help people and we love to work with people.
And we
So
also have that beautiful prize.
yes,
That beautiful crystal.
No. There's another one. She knows what I'm talking about.
go ahead, Cisca.
It's the picture perfect, right?
It's the
That's
Picture
the-
Perfect Award.
No, it is
So-
a beautiful prize. Basically, it's our Miss Congeniality or Mr.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Award for people who help people backstage. A contestant who is like the example
Yeah.
Oh,
of everything.
nice.
Like, you know, they're
Basically-
supporting, they're helping, and they're being that positive leader.
Exactly. They are, it's an award that celebrates the positivity of the people in the community. And we actually give it every year in memory of Charles Bailey, who was a longtime Dragon Con volunteer and a wonderful friend of mine, and many in the community. He worked as a game developer for White Wolf on Werewolf the Apocalypse, and that's actually how I met him at Dragon Con, because we were both working with White Wolf at the time. And then he became a photographer for the cosplay scene and the burlesque scenes. And he was just always one of the most positive influences at con, always very supportive of cosplayers and people in general, and just volunteered at Dragon Con with multiple different groupings, including driving celebrities to and from their events. You guys know transportation and all that fun stuff is one of those thankless jobs.
Yep.
But, you know, that's why we give this award. He passed, and great way to honor his memory. So,
Well, that is wonderful. And the other thing is to remember, I have never found somebody who, whether they write, paint, make jewelry, whatever, costume, that doesn't want to talk about it and doesn't want to help people understand what they do, why they do it. You know, gives them some ideas of, yeah, unfortunately, if you really want to make your own costume start to finish, you got to get your own sewing machine. To which one person went, don't we have one of those somewhere in our house? And I'm like, I don't remember. So, you know, those are the kind of things that they're really, that's just the Dragon Con family, folks. That's why we call it, Dragon Con is the family reunion you want to go to every year.
yeah, it's 100,000 of your closest friends and family that you just haven't met yet.
I like calling it my home planet.
Yeah,
I like that too.
that's very
Actually, if they want to beam me up, I would be ecstatic that we could just live in fandom worlds.
I think for about a decade, I was the you know, help me, my costume's broken. I have to find a way to fix it at con. So people would like, they'd be running around con trying to find someone that could help them. And I'd be like, I'm over here. Here, come to my hotel room. Here's my sewing machine. Have fun. Do what you need to do. And
there were some con people who walked around.
There
like
are the cosplay medics. and
Cosplay
we have
medics do it,
cosplay
yeah.
medics.
Yes.
yeah, and
that's
it was really cool because like when they started doing it, I stopped having people show up at my door at 2:00 in the morning, which was awesome.
Yeah, that isn't a good thing. I would think that. Well, it depends. But mostly, if all they wanted to do was use,
I've seen her. She was awake anyways.
No, that's probably true.
I was
Some
awake.
people
Are you
don't-
kidding me?
Some people don't sleep during Dragon Con, John. I don't understand that. How
I
can
mean,
you
I
do
sleep
that?
now.
Volunteer who will tell you his job is to make sure I get 4 hours of sleep.
Well, that's a good job, that
His
volunteer.
girlfriend
And,
thinks it's a little weird.
I
you
mean-
need to up it to 6.
I'm just gonna tell you.
No. I try for 6, but I get 4.
Okay, that works for me. All right, I can allow that.
I did that for 25 years. About 3 years ago, I started going, no, I've got to have actual sleep.
Actual sleep
And
is very important.
So
yes.
like now I sleep at least 8 hours. And that's one of the reasons why I ask people not to put me on 10:00 in the morning panels.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Okay, so
I
John,
didn't do that.
all right.
I know.
So those people, oh Lord help me, those people who are listening to this, if you're just listening and you don't want to listen to as we play the game, that is great. and perfectly fine, and we understand. So you can turn it off now. Otherwise, John, this is now your show for a little bit.
So wait. There's a game? Wait, I'm missing something.
Look in the private chat.
Look in the private
Oh,
chat.
no.
It's Jackbox.
I have to read.
Get
Okay,
lost.
hold on. I got to take my glasses off.
When your mom loves you very much, she lets you read.
Okay, I see the private chat, but I don't see anything other than Cisca's last
Jackbox.
comment.
No, Jack, right up at the
very
top. Jackbox TV.
Oh, got it. Okay, I got it. 4-letter code.
Right at the top.
PTGF.
John did it again.
I'll just say it.
What is it? PT.
Oh, okay.
GF.
Yeah.
We're on delay,
Got
so
it.
by the time they catch it.
Oh, we are on delay.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, well, it's always on a little bit of a delay.
I'm there.
All right, I will now unhide this and unmute.
Oh, we have some other people already on. That's nice. Then how can they?
You have fans. They love you.
Because they can see it right there.
I
It
understand
says
you can
sit
see
back
it
and
right there,
relax.
but- Yeah, that's what
Am
you're
I
supposed
saying
to
the right
do until
thing?
it asks a question.
Yep.
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay.
Just give it a second.
And I can hear the music, but it's low.
It'll get louder in a minute.
Second,
just
is
love the
that your dog or my dog upstairs?
It
That's
could be
my
any of.
dog.
Okay, I was gonna
Or-
say
Okay,
it could be any of my 3 running around here too. So
mine. Ugh. I love him, but oh my goodness gracious.
oh, I feel it. I have Chewini, a Jack Russell, and a Collie. And when they get going, oh dear Lord, it's a cacophony of sound.
All right, as soon
But they're
as
wonderful.
Jessica comes back, we will start the game.
And you're fine. You're not bothering me with
With
your dog. I
a
just
cat.
wanted to know which dog it was. Hi, there's a cat.
All right, here we go.
Hi, kitty. All right, go.
This is bracketeering.
Oh, okay.
The topic of our first bracketeer device is now. The coolest time to rip your shirt in two and let out a primal scream.
Ooh.
I should probably be wearing a shirt for this one, huh?
All right, remember PG-13, folks. The coolest time to rip off your shirt or to rip your shirt in two
By the way,
and
you
let
can
out a
join the
primal
audience
scream.
and play along by going to jackbox.tv and entering the room code.
I answered. And remember PG-13.
Yeah, okay.
Well, vegetables.
Well, vegetables. I know, sweetheart. Sorry. But we are not after 10 o'clock.
Cisca, you're killing me with the vegetable.
You need to eat a vegetable at dinner.
Your answers are being paired off into one-on-one matchups. That means it's time to introduce ourselves to the prediction table. On your device, you'll see one of the upcoming matchups for this bracket. If you can predict the answer that will get the most votes, you'll earn some sweet, sweet moolah. Oh, and
This
don't
looks like
forget,
a record number of people, John.
against your own answer,
no.
you can still get some
We got
cash for
nothing.
predicting the correct
Hey,
word.
I like a record number of people.
I mean, yes,
The
yes,
predictions
because
are in.
Jessica and Mira are here.
It's time to dive into our first
Yes, yes, of
bracket.
course.
What'd you say?
I said yes, of
Oh,
course.
it's a
Oh.
doozy. Use your device to vote on
Coolest
which
time
you
to
think
rip your
deserves
shirt
to
in
win.
two and let out a primal scream. I think we lost Mira Rose's audio because I think she's on the other tab.
Yeah, it's on the other tab.
This one is your mouth is hanging open.
John, can you just put her on the black screen of death? So that I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just that this is awful.
That was a slaughter.
What
Doesn't
is
make it any
Super
better.
Saiyan?
It doesn't make it any better.
Oops.
I don't condone
What is Super
gambling, but
Saiyan?
on this one, it paid off
No.
for you.
Super Saiyan? It's from Dragon Ball Z, man.
Dragon Ball Z.
I've lost control.
Next up,
You guys hear me at all?
Here we go.
This
There
is
we go.
a big one.
Okay, coolest time to rip off your shirt in two and let out a primal.
Patrick Stewart.
War. This one seems like it's over before it's done. Yeah! There's cash if you predicted this one.
Not real cash, pretend cash.
Let's see what's happening over on the other side of the bracket.
Oh, who won that? Oh, I missed
This matchup was bound to happen.
Sir
All right.
Patrick Stewart.
Okay. The coolest time to rip your shirt in two, the primal scream, at the Dragon Con rave, when I become the Hulk, when Evil enters the con, or
We're
when
in
you
the
get
home
angry and turn
stretch.
green. At Dragon Con rave, when I become the Hulk, when I
Send
become
me
the
to
Hulk
bed without
wins.
supper, we have a winner.
My secret.
Can
I'm
you-
always angry.
Okay.
That's me.
When I become the Hulk, won that
It's
round.
time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup.
Your 50th birthday party, seeing Nathan Fillion in person, or traffic or lunch break. Nathan Fillion is running away with this. The
I mean,
coolest
it's
time to
Fillion.
rip your shirt.
I
in
gotta
two
even go
and
with
let
that
out
one.
a
That's
Just running out the
hilarious.
clock now.
Sarah says my answer was when Con officially makes
Dominating
Tuesday the new
win.
Thursday.
Hush you.
No.
Seeing Nathan Fillion in person wins, no doubt.
Okay, at that point, the Dragon Con's going to have to start actually
Down
paying the
to round two.
directors.
It's time to make another prediction.
What happened to my? Where'd it go?
While we were talking,
You get to make a prediction on the coolest time to rip your
Nope.
shirt.
Let's jump back to our bracket for round
Oh.
two.
tell it in just a minute.
Well, Zane just announced that
Yeah,
Portland has Dragon Con themed art keys.
yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say. The coolest time to rip your shirt in two and let out a primal screen is when going to see Super. I don't know how to pronounce the name.
Super Saiyan!
Saiyan. Okay, when
You were
meeting
definitely
Sir
an
Patrick
adult in the
Stewart. Yeah, I know
90s.
Dragon Ball Z. I don't know Dragon Ball Z.
I didn't know.
When
Put a
meeting Sir
diaper on
Patrick
the
Stewart
baby,
wins.
we have a winner.
I love wiggling.
This could be the answer to beat, but let's check out the competition.
No.
When I become the Hulk, or seeing Nathan Fillion in person. When I become
So
the
the
Hulk,
game just exited for me.
You
ah,
can
that's.
actually go back in if you need
You can
to.
go back in. Go back in. On,
No one thought it would be this close.
but you got to switch phones.
What?
Anyway, when I become the Hulk, or seeing
It's a
Nathan Fillion in
nail
person,
biter.
Hulk is winning. How is that possible?
It's Nathan Fillion!
And fourth they went.
Yeah, you might see the Hulk more often.
No.
I didn't say anything. Did I? I didn't mean to. I did not mean to
Now
say that.
the definitive matchup. What is the coolest time to rip your shirt in two and let out a primal scream?
Is it when meeting Sir Patrick Stewart, or when I become the Hulk? It's tied. Oh, Stewart's winning. It's tied up again.
Come on, Dragon Con.
When I
It's
meet
gotta
Sir
be
Patrick
Stewart.
Stewart, when I become the Hulk, 6-5, 5-7.
Oh, come on. Don't you want
Hulk
to?
is
Don't you
winning
want to
7-5.
Come
How
on,
is that
people.
possible?
Ties are fun.
We have our first winner.
All right, Chris. I
That
guess
was
you
Chris.
won.
Chris got that one. When I become the Hulk,
Let's see those scores.
Chris is in first, Lee's in second, and Brandon, I think, is in third.
Lee was the Patrick Stewart person.
Holy crap, I'm in 7th place. It's my lucky number.
Line bracket. We start with just the category.
Oh, Lord.
Name
No.
college major. Enter your answers now.
Name any college major. Doesn't have to be a real one either.
It doesn't?
Just- They're useless anyway. Anyway,
Somebody said
yeah. So
biology.
as we're saying, Zan also went to the Westin, and the employee there told her that they're not going to have DC art keys this year. But
What?
They probably made them with the wrong theme.
Oh, that's fair. No, that's
And I'm
fair.
not sure I would want to share after that response. I don't think I would want to share them. I'm not that brave.
By the way, the source for the
Time's
Cortland
running
brand
out.
DC art keys is, well, Zan herself, and she went
Zan
to the front
Bowden.
desk and
See
looked
what
at
this
them.
bracket is really about.
Hey, Dan. See you Thursday.
Category. Oh, and there's no need to put your answer in the form of a question. Time to get in those predictions.
Cherry says
And
Lee.
you're
That's a
blinking
major.
as a college major.
Easiest
Underwater
Jeopardy
basket
category.
weaving is a college major at Virginia Tech.
You're a college major.
The predictions
You're
are
a
in.
college major.
To be fair, she's not wrong. I have more majors under my belt than I know what to do with.
Starfleet temporal physics, literature, accounting, and art history. The easiest Jeopardy category, for some reason, is Starfleet temporal. Well, I mean, I guess because the physics really don't
This
matter, do
one's
they?
looking over.
I don't think they matter in Star Trek as much as, most people think.
That's a
They matter more than in Star Wars, though.
Oh, heaven forbid, yes. Yeah,
I mean, maybe.
a little bit. Yeah,
Starfleet temporal physics wins
Moving
that
on
round.
to our next
For the easiest
matchup.
Jeopardy
This
category.
is why we do this, folks.
There's finance, English, underwater basket weaving, or journalism. The easiest Jeopardy category.
I am on the edge of my seat.
Anybody can be a journalist these days.
Seems like a
Look
no,
at
that's
TikTok.
not true. That
Underwater
is so
basket-
not true.
Oh, no. You're wading into a whole thing that's been war waging on social media there.
Underwater
Oh, really?
basket
Okay,
weaving.
see, I've been ignoring social media for like the last 2 years. So
I actually went into TikTok and have been.
You're going to get in trouble.
Let's see what tensions are
You're
mounting
gonna get in
over
trouble.
the
I'm in trouble all the time.
We're not.
do we know anything about
winner starts to emerge.
There's theater,
I spent a ton of
sociology,
time
marketing.
Hits
On
her
the
back
Olympics. The
and
Olympics saved my
I'm choosing for the exact same reason. Everybody on TikTok thinks they're a sociologist.
The
They're
easiest
not.
Jeopardy category,
Oh, real tug of
theater.
war there.
Sarah, I'm sure that is Sarah Rose. I'm sure that's nothing against theater.
I know, and I'll tell you right now, theater is not an easy major. Anybody that thinks that, yeah.
This matchup.
Let's see. Jerry says, "Go ahead and get in trouble.
No.
It's fun."
The struggle is
Oh, sorry.
real.
But easiest Jeopardy category: helium sniffer, underwater basket weaving, theater,
It's
or
anyone's game.
or underwater basket weaving again.
Misspelled.
Helium
that had more
sniffer.
ups and downs than a
wins.
roller coaster.
To be fair, helium sniffer's a pretty easy thing to do if you're going to college for it.
Jerry's pointing out that basket weaving is actually a thing
Before
at
we
Virginia
get on
Tech,
to round two, it's time to
Yep.
make another
Not
prediction.
underwater.
and he says we locals rag on that school a lot more than we likely should around here.
I mean, to be fair, I absolutely love Virginia Tech, but I will still rag on it as quickly as possible.
The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Where are my Hokies at?
Easiest Jeopardy
Anyway.
category:
You're a
Starfleet
Hokie.
temporal physics or underwater basket weaving.
Could this be a blowout?
Oh nope, 4-2, 4-3. Temporal physics still winning.
An
The
upset in
easiest
the making.
Jeopardy category. 5-4. Starfleet temporal physics.
This one's going down to the wire.
It's currently tied.
Split right down the middle. Show your support for your answer by tapping on your device as fast as you can.
Tappity tap tap tap
My
tap
screen
tap
says,
tap
please
tap.
wait while others tap on their phone like idiots.
Hey.
I didn't write the script.
Underwater basket
That
weaving
time.
won.
Oh,
Why is that always the go-to excuse? I didn't write the script. What?
John,
Yes.
But I
again,
did.
whatever I choose, the other one wins. Every time.
It's not programmed that way, Lee, I swear.
Sure it is. You did
Helium
it.
But let's
sniffer
find out what they'll face off against.
or theater? Which is the easiest
Two
Jeopardy
Titans
category?
squaring off.
Theater or helium sniffer? Currently 9-3 helium sniffer.
I think helium sniffer is a
Or should I
class
say-
though at Arizona State.
I think you're right. I think it's an ASU course.
Yeah, for sure.
Helium
Get
sniffer
my
We
wins.
have a few lucky winners. And now we finally decide what
Sarah's
will
heart
be
is
the
broken.
easiest Jeopardy category.
But I mean, do you really want to
Sarah
do
just
the
wants
easy?
Sear to win all the time.
But
doesn't
do you
matter.
want
Just wants it to win.
Easiest Jeopardy category. That's my question.
Wait, Mara wants what to win?
I said Sarah.
Oh,
Sarah
Sarah.
wants theater.
Helium
But-
sniffer or underwater
Really
basket
going
weaving? The
back and
easiest.
forth.
I'm telling you, theater needs a home. Let's get theater a track, please.
Okay, we already had that
Oh,
discussion.
we're in the conversation. It
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
awkward
yeah.
for all of us.
I'm 100% theater track. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Underwater
y'all go
basket
talk to
weaving
Regina.
wins.
Underwater basket weaving. You two go talk
I
to
don't know who
Regina.
RSC is.
I
Oh, seriously.
didn't Regina enough.
Man, I will talk to whoever I need to talk to, but they do not. I don't know that they'll care to listen. 'Cause,
RSC.
I'm nobody.
Chris is second, Lisa third.
And now,
So wait, what?
all been
What happened?
for the triple blind bracket. This
Oh,
bracket,
another one?
every
Last
single
one.
round. Here's your starting category. Name any
They want
jump.
to talk about it? Yay!
Who knows what crazy
Yeah, here.
turns this
Well,
bracket will take.
all right.
Any job or
Name
occupation?
any job or occupation. Does not have to be real, but does need to be PG-13. Any job or occupation. Let's see.
Does
What's
fandom overlord count? Because I want that
Sure.
job.
Sure.
What
Sarah
is it with
points
you
out-
and being an overlord? Oh my god!
We're
Because
talking
that's
about-
what we call Regina and Mandy and Rachel. And who wouldn't want to be like
Time's
them?
running out.
I mean, they're wonderful, but I don't think they're overlords. They're really, really amazing people that like fight to make
They're
a
good overlords.
bunch of chaos
No,
work.
no. You've never seen a room of people freeze when Regina goes, I want to talk to you.
Time to get in
She
there.
doesn't say a name. We all freeze.
Okay.
I've lost all
Oh,
control.
gosh, it's double
Strangest thing
Strangest
for a
thing-
child to
Just
want to be
count.
when they grow up.
Sorry, Cisca.
Up first. I can't believe I'm seeing this.
All right. Strangest thing for a child to want to be when they grow up: a doctor, a teacher, a judge, or a stage manager.
I mean, unless it's Judge Dredd, I'm going with Judge.
Man,
The strangest thing for a child to want to be when they
will we see
grow
a
up:
final push?
stage
I wanted to be a
judge,
stage manager
teacher,
when I was a
judge.
child.
Stage manager wins.
Some heads were spinning on that one.
Stage manager
I guess
moves
I
on
was
to
a strange child. I enjoyed that idea.
I am so shocked.
strangest thing for a child to want to be when they grow up:
This
a
one's
naval
looking
gazer,
over already.
a programmer, Dragon Con slave. Oh, hello.
That sounds wrong.
Or farmer.
Man, who put Farmer in there? Y'all killing me.
Get those last second votes in now. Well done. First round's on you.
No. That was not our fault, Regina. We swear.
What was it? Wait, what was it?
Dragon Con Slave.
Let's see what tensions are mounting.
Oh, Dragon
over
Con
the
Slave one,
Omega
yes.
Conference.
Con
it doesn't
man,
get more contentious than
intergalactic
this.
space captain, CEO, or Starfleet commander. I mean,
Okay, I
CEO.
actually used to tell people I wanted to be a commander in Starfleet until I was like 8.
I did too.
This one could be decided by a
I
single vote.
specifically said I wanted to be like Picard, only female and with hair. The with hair thing seemed
What
very
a whirlwind.
And the winner was Con Man.
winner was Con Man. Yes.
I have not chosen one of these correctly yet.
It happens.
It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup.
Star Wars vehicle mechanic, taco tester, lawyer, or track director.
Actually, my child told me he wanted to be a track director.
Strangest
And
thing
my
for a
child
child
said no.
to want to be when
Come
they
on,
grow
on
up.
top.
My child was 6. It was very sweet.
Moving into
I like when we had to
overtime.
read books.
Uh-oh, now overtime. Tap, 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 tap.
And a cheer for your answer.
Star Wars vehicle mechanic or track director. What do you want? What's the strangest thing for a kid to want to grow up to be? It is Star Wars vehicle
Peas and
mechanic.
broccoli. Let's switch up this bracket.
Oh no.
Best setting for a workplace sitcom. Get those predictions in now.
Okay. Best setting for a workplace sitcom. Now,
Actually,
we're
Dragon Con would be amazing for a workplace sitcom.
It really would.
never get old.
The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round 2.
Stage manager or Dragon Con slave? Best setting for a workplace sitcom. Dragon Con slave is running away with it. I mean,
I don't want to know.
8-2 for Dragon Con slave over stage
Just
manager.
running out the clock now.
Only Mera and Sarah voted for
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
To be fair, I wanted to be a stage manager.
Dad? Okay.
One more match to determine
Having
our
learned so
finals.
much.
Con man or Star Wars vehicle mechanic?
Voters are being loud and clear on this one.
Yes, fandom voice.
I am on the edge of my seat.
Oh, Con man's making a comeback. 6-5.
The clock is running out. I'm voting time.
6-6. No. 5-7. Star Wars.
A hole in the bucket, dear Martha.
Woohoo! Oh, now it's going to change up again, isn't it, John?
Yeah, last one.
One last switch. Best theme for a professional wrestler. I hope your answers still make sense.
No.
Actually, they
Definitive
do,
matchup.
surprisingly.
They would work.
Best theme for a professional wrestler, Dragon Con slave or Star Wars vehicle mechanic?
Oh my gosh, that actually works.
Especially considering the WWE Dragon Con.
Yes, was it DCW?
Yes. DCWE.
DCW.
Oh,
This
no.
one's looking
10-2,
over.
Dragon Con slave, not surprisingly, is winning.
Oh my God.
Whoever put that into their audience.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's Cisca, isn't it?
And that was us. Is that not you?
Of course.
Cisca.
No, it was not me.
Let's see who
Was
won
it
it all.
Wasn't me either.
Yeah, yes.
I was taco tester.
Lee's in third.
I'm a
Chris is in
Deadpool. What
second,
else was I going to do?
And whoever Sis is won. I'm looking through the names. I can't figure out who it would be.
I was third.
Cisca Saska.
That's very true.
I've
Jerry,
been up doing emails since 6 a.m.
Oh, okay.
All
We
right.
all know.
So one more time. All right.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to.
Wait, one more time?
One more time.
No.
Let's go. Where's your room and where can they find you on the interwebs?
Okay, my room is in Embassy Hall, at the end of Embassy Hall, in the Hyatt Regency, in the International Tower. So look at the gift shop, go down the hall to that nice, quiet little lobby area, and go down 2 floors.
Unless you're looking for Paige to stage. Yep. Unless you're looking for Paige to stage on Thursday night, in which case you want to come to the Hyatt, go down the main escalators, 1 floor, like you're going to the pool deck, make an immediate right. Paige to stage is in the Hyatt Regency 5 for the green room, 6 and 7 for the stage performance.
All right. And now, where can we find you on the interwebs?
Well, assuming I still live past, this
Tomorrow.
week.
Yeah.
I am found on Facebook, but I'm on TikTok, but also we have the official pages and official channels, which are Page to Stage at Dragon Con on Facebook and DC Page to Stage as .com. And then we also have the Fantasy Literature at Dragon Con Facebook page.
There you go. Awesome. And boy, John, we were trying to keep this tight, and then she said we didn't have to. It's all Cisca's fault.
Love you both. Go to Plays and Musicals of Fantasy Literature Monday at 10 a.m. Mera is on the panel as well.
I make my panelists do all kinds of crazy things.
Yeah. Um, so,
No, I can hear you.
Mara's you're on mute. Mara.
Sorry, I am indeed on a number of panels this weekend. You can find me in the app by searching Mera, M-E-R-A, Rose, R-O-S-E. And yeah, hit me up. I'll be on costuming track. I'll be on diversity track. I'll be on fantasy lit. I'll be everywhere. It's
Around.
I get around.
All right.
I don't.
That's going to do it for us today, folks. And again, thanks for all the hard work the directors do, the unofficial, we'll just
Support.
call them leading sidekick.
Yeah, there you go.
Chief Honcho.
I'm a sidekick?
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever. Anyway, all those official and unofficial people that make Dragon Con roll, we really love you and appreciate you. So
I just like being backstage and helping people do things. I mean, it's funny when she drags me to the front to do these things because I'm like, nobody's supposed to know who I am till I'm on a panel.
Oh well. Ha! Welcome to Dragon Con.
Fair.
Welcome to the fact that your friend is a fiery chaos being.
Oh God. If you knew the lives we live outside of con. Anyway, go for it.
Jerry reminds everyone to visit the Horror and Urban Fantasy in Weston Open Casket Party, hosted by 2 actors from What We Do in the Shadows. So that's cool.
The horror track looks so cool this year.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
All right. So until next time, for Mara Rose, Cisca Small, and Lee, this is John saying peace.
Bye.
Bye.
This was a production of The Unique Geek. Call our comment line at 8133210TUG. That's 81332108884. Email us at thegeeks@theuniquegeek.com or 50days@theuniquegeek.com. Follow The Unique Geek on Facebook and Twitter. This podcast is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike license.
Bye.
Stop.
Bye.
Bye.